All right, Scorpio, this is all about you right here. Okay? I think you like that. You like when it's all about you, right? Good. Let's go ahead and let's shuffle these cards from the what? Inspired by you. The Badass Bitches Tarot by Cardi B, right? Okay, I love this, right? This would be going on a wall. Okay, I live. So let's go ahead and do this. Okay. Couple more times. So what's been going on with you, Scorpio? Your ruling planet is retrograde in Aries right now. And we just had Mercury be retrograde in your sign, and and now it's retrograde in my sign, so I'm kind of like feeling that. One more time. Happy Halloween, by the way. Let's see. What you got? Seven of Cups, Venus and Scorpio. So what's going on? What's making you uncomfortable emotionally, right? Do you not want to have to deal with these emotions right now? You know what I mean? And it's kind of like you're being challenged emotionally, right? These are some harsh lessons that you're having to learn. What's the toxic relationship? Are we going to keep going around in this toxic circle? Are we going to keep avoiding, things, right? Coping mechanisms in order to avoid what's, there, right? That's what it is. What are you running from? And do you realize that you've been running away from something? Okay. So we want to make sure that what brings us pleasure isn't hurting us, right? Asking ourselves the questions of the who, what, where, when, and why do I want this? Do I need this? Is it too much of a good thing, or is it too much of a bad thing? Am I exhausted? Am I emotionally exhausted? Right? What is it? This is for the first week. You going through it now? Okay, yeah, look. Yeah, what are you trying to give something to, right? I feel like somebody kind of like spoke with integrity and spoke with emotional integrity and emotional maturity to be able to expose what they were feeling in such a way that was difficult, and the other person just kind of like wasn't really buying it, wasn't really buying it. And now one of you is left to feel kind of like, what was all of that for? I did XYZ and it still didn't really get me anywhere. And I feel worse than when I was confused about not knowing what it was that I wanted, or not knowing what it was that was attracting me, I don't know. I feel like you knew all along, right? With something. Oh my gosh. Okay, what is this? It could be secrets. Secrets that could have been kept in order to protect you emotionally from experiencing something, or you did that, right? Because the water cards always talk about secrets and things being held, right? The Hierophant. Yeah, so it's like, the Hierophant is conflict, right? But it's conflict through consciousness, right? Let me see what this fifth ray talks about here, with the Hierophant being number 5. The fifth ray is talking about concrete knowledge, right? But it also is talking about conflict and how you resolve conflict, right? How you create harmony from conflict. That's more of the fourth ray, but we are talking about wisdom, and we're talking about knowledge, and we're talking about religion in a kind of way too, that type of thing. So, somebody might not have such an emotional connection to their religion as other people do. You know what I mean? Some people might be more spiritual and other people might be more religious, that type of thing. And some people may not, their family might belong to a religion, but they don't practice it. You know what I mean? Or they're not serious about it as much. But the Hierophant is talking about concrete knowledge and science, right? And science is proof. So it's proof of probably like infidelity, right? With the Seven of Cups being here. Or it's the proof of there being some funny behavior happening in some way, shape, or form, right? Let's see. Mental conditioning, right? So somebody can't like shake a bad habit, perhaps. It could be that could be what is happening, something that you're attached to, a habit, or something that could be limiting and getting in the way of the strength of the commitment, right? What do I say here? Nature and creation, analytical, sheds a penetrating light of understanding onto what needs to be seen, right? So that penetrative light being shed onto something, and then it kind of brings a change of consciousness, right? And it's a realization, and now I'm behaving differently because I know more now. I became aware of something. Oh, wow. I might even have a sense of compassion, or not even necessarily compassion, but just kind of like understanding. You know what I mean? My eyes have been open to something, right? And it's changing the shape of my reality as I know it. And it doesn't have to be, no one else has to be aware of it, or I'm making other people aware of it. Maybe you are, because the Queen of Wands is here, right? Okay. And this is kind of like being very affirming, right? Your energy being very direct. And it kind of be like being there for people to see. You know what I mean? Maybe you got tired, maybe you got bored, or maybe you got kind of sick of trying to defend someone, take up for someone, or try to create a sense of safety within an environment, or trust within an environment that someone was making, kind of like someone was fucking with the vibes, and you were on their side, and then they kept fucking up the vibes, and then you had to set it to them straight, basically. You know what I mean? Basically. Right, Three of Pentacles, and it's kind of like, what time is it? You know what time it is. I'm about to tell you about yourself. And it's Mars and Capricorn, which is exalted. You know what I mean? Mars is a leader, and Mars is, instinctual and very kind of has that primitive energy of wanting to do something, and it's surviving on money and how money changes and moves. Maybe money changes people, or money takes an emotional toll over people sometimes, or maybe money makes people act differently. You know what I mean? That type of thing. And also, you need to be aware of the options that you have available to you financially if you're trying to create something new, right? Because the threes do talk about something coming into form, right? So it could be business coming into form, or it could be like, trying to keep something going, nurturing something, you're nurturing a business, you're nurturing it so that it can become stronger, right? Because it's Capricorn, so you're doing more work. Maybe there's like you're trying to figure out what the objective is and what are the common interests and how can we get things moving again, because it's Capricorn and it's earth, but it's a 3. So it's moving rock. It's moving earth. Not moving rock, honey. Please don't do that. It's moving earth, and it's trying to get things, developed, right? So I feel like that's what you're trying to do on another, where we switch gears there. Right, we switch gears there. Okay, so we're on the other side. We're on week 2 right now. Yeah, okay. But it's the Three of Pentacles, and that's Mars and Capricorn, right? And then we have Queen of Wands, which is Aries, which is ruled by Mars. And this Queen of Wands is actually Sun in Aries. And then we have the Tower here, which is Mars, okay? So I feel like you're going to have to take matters into your own hands if you want to get anywhere, right? Because you could be sharing responsibility with someone, but maybe you're making time for the responsibility and the other person isn't, or the other people aren't, or you're finding it difficult to make time for something when it's something that you're trying to share with others, right? Or do. I'm going to leave it there because I just looked and it said 11:11. Okay, thank you so much, Scorpio. Happy birthday. Your birthday reading should be up. I hope that you get something out of it. You will. And also make sure you look at your sun, moon, and rising. Everybody, look at your sun, moon, and rising. Bye, bye, bye. Yeah, be ready for some change. Be ready for some forces that might be out of your control, right? Or maybe you're going to have a sudden shift in your awareness, right? And you're gonna finally cross a bridge that you've been wanting to cross, or do something that you wanted to do, but you're now being forced to do it, and it could be because someone else was being lazy. That's all. All right, bye. Like, share, subscribe. Follow me on Instagram. It's Providence Tarot there, and my personal account is NYC Kendrick. If you're watching on YouTube, like, share, comment, subscribe, and hit the notification bell.